Saturday morning. We're laying on the back with the block underneath your sacrum, the long way, the low way, and the long way. And then let your knees knock in towards each other. So lift your hips up, place the block underneath. Have your feet wide, and then draw the knees in towards each other. And just, for now, you can just have your arms in like a cactus position or a goalpost position. Breathe in fully, deeply, and completely. And then let the breath go. And start to fill up completely and spread the breath across from side to side and top to bottom and inside and outside. Set an intention for your practice this morning. Today, tax day, even though we get an extra day because it's on Saturday. So don't focus on your taxes, let everything go. Just continue to breathe, keep your arms as they are, and bring your feet a little bit more upright. As you open the knees out to the side and send your heels towards each other, the soles of the feet towards each other. And start to fully expand the belly, the ribs, the chest. Take the next breath and bring your feet into neutral position. Line up your heels with your sitting bones, and then stretch your arms overhead. Let's hook one thumb over the other. Reach your fingers long. There's a little bit of an arch in the back that's being created here, and so if you just tilt your pelvis just minimally, see if you can lower that arch a little bit. Inhale. And exhale, becoming a little bit more active now in the body. Stretch your right leg in the air, extend it up, flex the foot, point the foot, roll the ankle. And then release your hands and grab a hold of your leg somewhere, anywhere but your knee, and bring the foot towards your face. And the foot could be in whatever position, neutral, pointed, flexed. It doesn't have to be too active. So just bring the leg towards you. If it feels okay in your body, just stretch your left leg out straight. And stretch your leg out straight. If that feels too extreme on your back or your hips, then keep the knee bent. Inhale, bend the right knee, hug it into your chest. Exhale, place both feet on the floor, knees bent. Good morning. Hi, I think it's Maria. I can't see. Left leg in the air. We're on a block, Maria. I think it's Maria, yeah. We're on a block under our sacrum. Right now the right leg is bent and the left leg is in the air. Point flex the foot, roll the ankle in both directions. And then grab a hold of the leg somewhere. Anything but your knee. Bring the leg towards your face. And if it feels okay for your body, stretch your right leg out in front of you. Let it rest on the floor. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, bend your left knee, hug it in towards your chest. And then place both feet back onto the floor, both knees are bent. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead again. Hook the other thumb this time. You know it. You always go to the habitual side, so you'll figure it out. And then if it feels okay in your body, stretch the legs out. So now we have the full length of our body. Again, there'll be an arch in the back. Let it be an arch, or you can start to soften the ribs down towards your hips to take it a little bit more neutral, is fine. But try not to grip onto your glutes for that. Inhale, release your hands, bend your knees. Lift your hips up, move the block away, hug your knees into your chest, both knees. Take your right hand on your right knee, left hand on your left knee, and make circles in your hips. And then reverse the circles, the direction. Come back to center, bring your feet back to the mat, as wide as the mat. Open your arms to a T, move your block to the side, and let your knees fall over into the right side for a little bit more simple side twist. And you can put the right foot on the left thigh if you want a little bit more. If you're not ready for that, then just keep the foot on the floor. Release the foot, inhale, come back to center. Shift your hips right, let your knees fall to the left. Take your left foot on top of your right thigh. And just allow the hip to release. Again, that foot on top is optional at this point in our practice. You may or may not be ready for it. Inhale, come back to center. Turn your hips centered. Now, let's just go ahead and impinge the spine here as you press your feet into the floor and tilt the pelvis so that the pubic bone points up, but the back stays on the floor. Inhale and exhale. Take your hands underneath your thighs on the outside and underneath. Tuck your chin into your chest and then roll yourself up to sitting. Cross the left leg in front of the right leg, lift the flesh up. Walk your hands to each knee, lift your chest all the way up. And then exhale, hinge forward, and start to make circles in your torso. So we've worked on the lower part of our body. Let's get some movement toward the upper part. And anybody who was with me yesterday might be feeling their triceps a little bit more today. Karen's yes. And then reverse your body. Good, I was gonna send out a little text, tricep alert. Come back to center. Inhale, lift your torso, hands on your knees, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center, exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center, stretch your arms up. Exhale, twist to the right, right arm back, left arm outside the thigh. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, twist outside the left thigh. Inhale, stretch your arms. Exhale to the right thigh. Take the right arm back behind you. Lean back a little bit further, but keep your hips down and just turn the torso more to the right. Lift your left arm up. Reach and open up, expand. Inhale, back up and turn to the other side. Right arm outside the left thigh, left hand behind you. Inhale for length. Exhale, walk your hand back a little further. Keep your hips grounded. Inhale, stretch your right arm up and back. And return back to the center. Lean back, let your legs shake out, and switch across the right leg in front of the left leg. Adjust the flesh. Inhale, stretch the arms up. And then exhale, walk your hands in front and just stretch over your legs, fall over your legs. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Holding your arms out in front of you, see if you can just roll yourself onto your hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Hips and shoulders look apart. If you move your block and you need it, keep it nearby. Tuck your toes, arch your back, dip your belly. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your toes and hover your knees from the floor. Pull the belly up and in. And then push the hips in the air. Keep the knees bent. Walk one leg at a time out. And then find some stillness in a downward facing dog. Hips up in the air, heels towards the floor. Soft knees, weight shifts back. Inhale and exhale. Now walk your hands one handprint back. Take your right hand to the left ankle and look under the left arm. You might be able to have your ankles and your heels on the floor at this point. Inhale back to center, switch sides. Left arm, outside right thigh, or right ankle, excuse me. Inhale back to your center. Walk your hands back to your feet. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, which means your knees might be bent. Head down towards the floor. Lift up onto your tippy toes. And then lower your heels. See if you can lift your toes up. Spread them apart. And then place them back down. Walk your hands back to your shins and then up to your hips. And rise up to standing. Good. Release your arms down by your side. Your feet are about hips width apart. Maybe bigger, maybe less. Inhale. And exhale. Oh, hi, Michelle. Okay, good. So you people surprised me this morning. All right. Good. So we're grounded at the back of the mat, feet down on the floor. Inhale, stretch your arms all the way overhead. Exhale, open the arms, bend the knees, sweep down, circle your arms, round your spine, come up. Open your arms. Exhale, fold, circle the other arm in front. Round your back, come up. Let's do two more. So we have one on each side. Right arm in front. Tuck your chin, come up. And exhale, left arm in front. Come up, all the way up. Open up, arch your back. Extend your heart. Inhale, bring prayer to your heart. Walk up to the top of your mat. Have your feet closer together, hips width at least, or touching your feet, your toes together. Whatever feels right for you. Good. Open your eyes. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold through center or open your arms wide, doesn't matter. Hands to floor, shins blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, send your right leg all the way to the back of the mat. Lower your right knee to the floor. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend the arms and open up the cactus. Inhale, release the arms behind the back. Lift your chest up. Exhale, fold on top or inside your left thigh. Inhale, release the arms and stretch them back up overhead. Exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck your toes underneath you. Lift your right knee up. Exhale, send your right foot to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press down. Rise up all the way. Exhale, prayer to your heart center. Release the arms down by your side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold through center. Hands to floor, shins blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Lower your left knee to the floor. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, release the arms behind you. Switch the finger cross, knuckles down, heart lifts. Exhale, fold on top or inside of your right hip. Right thigh, hug the hip in. Inhale, release the arms, bring them up overhead. Exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck your back toes underneath you. Lift the knee, look forward, step together, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Arms come into your heart center. Bring your hands to your heart. Release your arms. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, extend the arms overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, release the arms behind your back. Knuckles down, heart lifts. Exhale, fold on top and straighten your front leg. Good. Inhale, rebend. There's a little balance there. Exhale, hands to floor. Tuck the toes, look forward. Inhale, feet together. Exhale, fold, press down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, prayer to your heart center. Release your arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps back, knee down to the floor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend in cactus. Inhale, release your hands behind your back, other thumb on top. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Just for the breath, inhale, bring the arms back up. Exhale, hands down, left toes tucked. Inhale, step together, top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press down, rise up. Exhale, prayer to your heart center. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right leg steps back, right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, release your arms. Arms up, chest. Exhale, fold over left leg, straighten the left leg. Stay here now for 3, 2, and 1 breath. Good. Now stand up on your back knee. Straighten your left leg, bring your arms back up overhead, and perhaps even lift your left toes up. You choose. Press firmly into your right shin. Exhale, hands to the floor with a straight left leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Hello, hamstrings, good morning. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Tuck your right toes, lift the knee up. Exhale, step your feet together, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, press down, inhale, rise up. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Release the arms. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Left knee to the floor. Inhale, toes tucked or not. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, release your arms, other thumb. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. We're going to stay here for a little bit. Good. Now from this position, we're just going to rise up with a straight leg. Stay a little bit more upright on your knee, pad it if you need to. Toes up on the right leg if you'd like or need to. Release the arms, stretch them up overhead, inhale. And then exhale, just fold over your right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, hamstrings. Happy hamstrings. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Tuck the left toes underneath you. Look forward. Step together, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press down, rise up, arms up. Exhale, bring the prayer to your heart. Release your arms. If you have a block, just put it into your right hand for a moment. Step out to your right side, and if that's not the side facing the camera, that's okay, but if you feel like you need to change, that's fine. All right, so have your block now to the outside or the behind your right foot. So just put it outside there, just to have it nearby. Inhale, stretch the arms out to a T. Turn your toes out to the side, and then bend your elbows and bend your knees. Drop your hips. Goddess pose. Knees pull open, tailbone tucks under, belly to spine, ribs towards hips. Good. As you inhale, straighten your legs and bring your arms together. Exhale, bend your knees, open up your arms. Press down. Inhale, bring your arms in. Exhale, open out. One more time, bring it in. Good. And open out. Exhale. Right arm underneath left arm once or twice. Inhale. Lift the arms up. Exhale, sit a little deeper, bring the arms in. Hinge forward. Straighten the arms towards the floor. Turn the toes forward and forward fold. So if you have to undo the bind a little bit, that's okay. Shift your weight from your heels towards your toes, towards the balls of your feet. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stay forward, release your hands, lengthen your spine. Walk over to your right leg. Turn your right toes to the back of the room. Turn your left toes on an angle towards the back left corner. Take your block outside your right foot. Bend your right knee. Make any adjustments you need to in the width of your legs. Left arm to your hip. Turn it open to the left side. Tailbone underneath you. Inhale, stretch your left arm up over your shoulder. Palms facing away from your body. Right thigh as parallel to the floor as you can. The arm on the right side is outside the knee and it's kind of guiding the knee towards midline, or just towards keeping the knee in an open position towards the pinky really, rather than the midline. So just keeping your thigh parallel, breathe in. Now exhale, take your block on its highest height, right by your right calf, and straighten your right leg for triangle pose. Stacking your shoulders, stacking your hips. Lift out of your waistline, push your big toes, both of them, into the floor. Pinky toes, both of them, to the floor. Lifting just gently the inner arch of the right foot or both feet, really. One more breath. Good, look down at your right toes, take the block in your hands. Inhale, rise up. Turn your toes so that they both face the right side of your mat. Take your block, if you only have one, to the outside of your left foot. I'm going to put it there anyway. Inhale, stretch your arms up, turn your toes out. Exhale, this time just bring your hands into prayer. Lower your hips. Take your left arm underneath your right once or twice. Lift the arms up, lift the chest up. Exhale, sink a little lower. Arms down. Now hinge forward. Begin to release the arms straight down. They're still hooked. And then turn your toes forward and fold into it. Shifting the weight again into the balls of the feet. Head down, breathe. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Release your hands underneath your shoulders. Exhale. Now you might need to widen your legs. So you kind of now will get the feel of that. Turn to your left side. Take your left block on the outside of your left foot. Right toes are turned towards the right corner of your mat. Right hand to your hip. Stack your shoulders, left thigh parallel to the floor. Back foot is firmly pressing down. So, we tend to think about the front leg more than the back leg, but they're equally as important. Open your torso. Inhale, stretch your right arm up. Lift out of your waistline and rotate your torso. Your eye gaze can go where you need it to be. Reach your fingers to the sky, reach your fingers to the floor. Now, even if you're on a block, anytime you're on a block or if your hand is supported on the floor, make sure you're not putting all your weight into the hand. So still keep the weight into the heels of your feet. Good. Inhale, look down, take your block on its highest height outside the left calf and straighten the left leg. Moving into your triangle pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Reach in two different directions. Lift out of the left side waistline. One more breath. Good. Exhale, look down. Take the block, stand up. Bring it back to the center. Turn your toes out. Bend your knees. Hold on to your block for a moment. If you don't have a block, just go along for the ride. Bend your knees and hinge your torso forward. Put the block on your back in any direction. Stretch your arms out to the side. Drop your seat. Good. Now, let's go ahead and do this together. Take your left hand and bring the block in front of you. And then put it in your right hand. Put it back on your back. Extend the arms to the side. Take the right hand. Bring the block to the front. Switch hands. Arms to the side. One more time. Left arm takes the block. Extend it forward. Switch hands. It's like you're giving yourself a gift each time. Right arm takes the block. Bring it in. Bring it around. Hold both arms out to the side. Drop your seat a little bit lower. Keep your body torso parallel to the floor. Exhale, take the block in either hand. Lift your torso, straighten your legs. Good. Step forward to the top of the mat. Put the block down. Feet together, top of the mat. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to floor, shins or blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, step, high plank. Pause. Shoulders over wrists, knees lifted. Bend the elbows halfway down. Roll over your toes. Upward dog or low cobra on your belly. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Inhale, stretch your right leg high in the sky. Lift really high on your toes. Exhale, send your right foot all the way in between your hands. Take your block on the right side. Turn your left toes on their side. Bend your right knee. Stretch your left arm up. So your block can be any height now. This time, take your left arm back. Turn the palm down and bring it over your head. When it goes in front of you, rotate your torso, rotate your shoulders so your thumb rotates slightly upward and open. Press firmly into your right heel. Your right knee is bent. So your right knee is bent, side angle pose. Good. Inhale, take your left arm back up to the sky. Take your block on its highest height outside the calf. Straighten your right leg, triangle pose. Lift out of the waistline. Take your left arm back and overhead, palm down. Spin the torso open. Same thing, just with a straight leg. Thumb opens up, heart opens up. It's like your head is resting on a pillow behind you, and your torso rotates up to the sky. Breathe in and out. Good, you can leave the block there. Inhale, rise up. Reverse this, left arm down, right arm up, right palm faces behind you. Exhale, hands to the floor, turn yourself forward. Step back, high plank. Shift into your chaturanga. You can always skip it, you can always add to it. We meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high in the sky. Exhale, send your left leg through. Take your block on the outside of your left foot, any height. Turn your right foot on its side. Inhale, stretch your right arm up and open. Side angle pose. Again, no dumping into your left shoulder. Make sure, let your fingertips be light, whether they're on the floor, the block, or whatever you've got going on there. Take your right arm back and overhead, palm down. Then rotate your torso, rotate your thumb to the sky, and like you're gonna lean your left side body onto your thigh. Reach in all directions. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Inhale, return the right arm up. Exhale, look down, straighten your block to its highest height, outside your left calf. And then straighten your left leg, triangle pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift the left side of your torso up and in. Inhale, stretch your right arm back and around, overhead, palm down. And then rotate the thumb up, rotate the torso up. Grounding into all corners of the feet. Knees lifted, pelvic floor lifted. Breathe in and out. Inhale, look down to your left side. Release the block, come back up. Release the right arm down, left arm up, palm faces back. Inhale, bend your knee, hands on either side. Step back, high plank, chaturanga, vinyasa, or skip it, or add to it. Downward facing dog. Bring your feet closer together. Inhale, float your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot through. Step your left foot back a little bit closer. Some of you will be heel to heel alignment. I prefer to be a little bit wider. And then take your hands on your blocks if you have two blocks or one block in front of you. So arm's length in front of you. And if the right knee has to bend, it bends. So be it. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Try to keep the length in your torso. Breathe in and breathe out. Shoulders relax. Keep the length in your spine, so don't make this a rounding spine position. There is a pose like that, but that's not where we're going. This is called pyramid pose, and we're going to stay in the pyramid for another breath. And then as you inhale, lengthen your spine, put your weight into your right heel, lift your left heel up, and then continue to lift, if you can, the left heel up and square your hips, toes down. So remember when we had the block on our back a few moments ago? You could do that if you wanted to make sure that your spine stays long. Inhale and exhale. So just, hey Nash. One more breath. Now, take your left foot behind your right foot, tap the outside, hug your right hip in, and then bring it back behind you. Do that again. Take your left foot outside your right hip. Think of it like a curtsy squat without bending the right knee. Hug your right hip back to center. And then come back up. Exhale, take your left foot outside your right leg. Bend your right knee and come down and have a seat on the floor. So you're sitting on the floor, not your hips. Bring your hands and wrap your hands on the shin. If your left foot is underneath your hip, okay, just don't put your body weight onto it. And see if you can move it away a little bit. You can also move your right leg out a little further. Breathe in. Good. Sit nice and tall. Try to level out the pelvis. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, stretch both arms up overhead. Exhale, open your arms to a T. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Right arm down behind you, left arm up. Left arm outside, right thigh. Remember we did this a while ago sitting. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep your right big toe planted on the ground. Inhale, rise up, arms up. Exhale, hands down on the floor or on your blocks. You might just move them to the blocks in a moment. Come back up, hands back on the blocks or floor. Left leg in line with your hip, toes down. Now you're going to keep your right hand on the floor, the block in front of your foot or to the side, and begin to open up your left hip to the left side, left arm up. Half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Hug your right hip into the midline. Your legs look like an L. No locking out of any of the joints. Just finding some firmness into your foot. One more breath. Good. Now exhale. Let's take this right back. Bend your front knee into a triangle pose. Block or no block. Left arm up. Have fun. Bye. Inhale, rise up, reverse. Exhale, hands to the floor, blocks. Step back, take a vinyasa or skip it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Hips up. Inhale, stretch your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, send your left leg through. Step your right leg up a little bit closer, heel to heel or wider. Arms out, length in front of, arms length in front of you, straighten your front leg. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward, lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale, fold over, big toe down. And fold. Keep the length in the spine. So remember that length we had in our forward fold a little while ago while the block was resting on our back. That's where we are. We don't want to have the rounded chin to chest spine here. Sometimes we do, not today. Inhale. And exhale. Again, have your arms all the way out, one arm's length in front of you. Begin to shift your weight to your left leg. Lift your right foot off. Hips are squared. Hug your left hip in, toes down. Good. Inhale. Exhale, tap your right foot outside your left hip. And then bring it back up. Exhale, do it again. So Steely Dan says. Come back up. Exhale, tap it out. This time bend your knees. Right knee outside of left ankle. Have a seat on the floor. Adjust yourself so you're not sitting on your right heel. Hold your hands in front of your left shin. Lift and lengthen your spine. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, release your arms, take them to a T. Exhale, rotate to the left side. Left arm's going to come behind you. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, bring it on the outside of your left thigh, draw it towards the midline, and drop your left hip towards the floor. Breathe in, and breathe out. Inhale, return to center. Release your hands, exhale. Bring your left foot forward. You can use your hands on the side of your hips or put your hands on blocks. One more time, return the right leg to in the air, toes down. And then keep your left hand on the floor block in front or to the side of your foot. Spin your heart open, and then stretch your right arm up any amount, any time. You can bend the bottom knee as much as you'd like. This is like triangle, right? Only we're on one leg. So all the same action we did in our triangle and our side angle, in the torso, we have the same thing happening here. Couple more breaths. Find yourself in space like Rocket Man. Good. Look down, soften your left knee. Gently step back, straighten your left leg back into the triangle pose. Inhale, rise up, right arm down, left arm up. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor, bend your knees, and take your vinyasa or meet me in downward facing dog. Upward dog and downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. This one, open the hip. Keep the knee bent as you turn your hips square. Bring your left knee to your left tricep, rotate. Bring your left knee to your right tricep. Bring your right knee to your right wrist and lower the knee down towards the floor. Tuck your toes underneath you, your left leg, and send yourself back. Take a block underneath your right hip. Stay upright. If you don't have a block at home, go get one. It's about $5 on Amazon. But get one, put it the long way underneath your right sitting bones so you're a little bit more upright. Good. Back toes point back, lift your torso up. Some of you will lift your arms up. Reach, breathe in, lifting and squaring the hips. Yeah, it's okay. Exhale, release the arms. Walk your hands forward, then you decide if you want to stay on the block or remove it. Flip over your right leg. Turn your torso to the left side. Bring your right arm, you're going to kind of rest on your elbow and make prayer, and then twist open. Inhale, release your right hand to the floor. Exhale, bring your left arm in front of you. Let it go. Working your left hip to face the floor. One more breath. Inhale, extend your right arm to meet your left arm in front of you. Inhale, walk your hands back up. Lift your chest. Tuck your left toes underneath you. And send your right leg in the air. Give it a little shake, a little circle, whatever feels good. And place it on the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, float your left leg up. Open up your left hip, bend the knee. Keep the knee bent as you send your torso forward, hips forward. Left knee, right tricep. Left knee, left tricep. Left knee, left wrist. Right toes tuck underneath you, shimmy back. Take your block flat underneath your left sitting bones. Lift your torso up. So first just find a little upright position. It's fine to stay here. And some of you might want to reach your arms up. Lift and lengthen, lift and lengthen. Even one arm is fine. Exhale, bring the arms down. Good. Walk a little forward. Decide if you want to stay on the block or move it off to the side. Come down. Good. Now we're going to bring our left elbow to the floor towards the right side of the room. Right hand in prayer and open up twist. Inhale. Release the left arm down, right arm out in front. Turn your eye gaze head towards the right side. And the sun's directly in my eyes here. Try to drop your right hip square, just like when we were on the block, as the right hip squared towards the floor. Inhale, send your left arm forward, wish your right arm, rest for 5 breaths. Inhale, rise up, walk your hands back. This time, if you're on a block, move it out and take your left hip to the floor. Swing your right leg out in front of you. Legs extend, move the flesh from side to side. Lift your toes up towards the sky, hands by your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way overhead. Exhale, hinge forward but don't touch. Just reach at an angle. Toes up towards your face, reach your fingers forward. Inhale. Tuck your chin to your chest, round your back. Energy in the legs. Pull yourself slowly down to the floor. Drive the heels firmly into the floor. Roll slowly down. All the way down to the floor. When you get to the floor, draw your knees to your chest. Grab opposite fingers, wrists, elbows, forearms. Open your arms to a T. Shift your hips right, let your knees fall left, a little deeper than we did in the beginning. Left hand on the outside of the right thigh, right arm up in the air, stretching out the right side body. Feels a little bit similar to what we do when we're in that side angle, triangle version this morning where we had the arm overhead. Just finding the length down the outside of your entire body, really. Inhale, open your arms to a T. Exhale, bring the knees to the chest. Inhale, send the hips to the left, knees to the right. Right arm outside left thigh, left arm overhead. Feel the expanse of the stretch all the way down the left side body and out the outer hip. Inhale, open your arms to a T. Exhale, bring your knees to the center. Hug your arms around your knees. In fact, let's flex the feet and grab the bottoms of the feet. Just hold around the bottoms of your feet. Lift your head and shoulders up. Round and curl your spine. Exhale, lower your head. Some of you will still hold on to the feet as you straighten them in the air. Others will have to let go and hold around your calves. Just keep your tailbone down. Open the legs out. Take your hands on the inside of your thighs and roll them outward. Good, bend your knees. Put your feet on the floor, soles of the feet together, knees apart. You're still taking your hands on the inside of your thighs, rolling them out. There might be an excessive arch in your back, so tilt your pelvis a little bit more imprinted here. So it's a little bit more active. And then release your arms. Bring your legs together. Send the legs in line with your sitting bones. Good. Inhale, stretch your legs out in front of you. I'm going to do it a little different today. Take your hands right by your thighs, or your hips, excuse me, or right underneath your hips. Point your toes forward. Bend your elbows so you start to lift up onto your elbows. Lift your heart up, and then drop your head back. Open your throat. So, no weight on your head. Weight in the forearms. Some people call it the elbows. I prefer to think the forearms. And just lift your heart up. You can stick a block under your back for the same availability. Inhale, bring your chin to your chest. Exhale, roll down, hug the knees into your chest. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Once again, drop the legs over to the right side. Take your right ankle. This time we will take the right ankle on the top of the left thigh. And then walk your left foot off the mat to the point where you can tolerate it, right? If it's too extreme, back off. Arms are out to the sides. Just let the weight of the right leg carry the left leg towards the floor. Inhale, keep your ankle where it is. Bring the left leg back into center. Cross the right leg over once or twice. Move the hips right, let the knees fall to the left. So this is probably your deepest spinal twist. If it's too much, undo the bind. If it's not enough, bring it higher to your chest. Right shoulder might lift a little bit. Don't make it too big. So you don't want to be leaning on your left side. Uncross your legs before you come back. Separate your feet, hips, mats width apart. Let your knees fall to the left side. Left ankle above right knee. Walk the right foot out to the right side. Walk it as far to the right as your hips and your knees will tolerate. Get a nice release in the outer right hip. Inhale, keep the ankle where it is. Bring the right leg back and cross the left leg over once or twice. Shift your hips left, let your knees fall to the right side. Uncross the legs, bring the knees back to the chest. Hug everything in like a tight ball. Take your feet to the ceiling, outer foot or toes grip for happy baby. Any action you want to do in your happy baby. And breathe, like lengthen the tailbone to the floor. Inhale, once again, draw the knees in, lift your head and shoulders up. Hold on to the top of your foot shin. And then lower your head, lower your legs, extend the legs out in front of you. Start to settle down. As you roll onto your back, I'm just going to give you a quick recap. Those of you who missed the beginning of class, tomorrow's class is at 10:30. Next Sunday's class will be at 9, and starting May 7th, the Sunday classes will be at 9. Those of you at home, stay fit, stay healthy.